Or at least
I
I don't want
mean,
to get
that's just like imagination.
a lack of imagination and just not trying hard enough.
I mean, that was also an option if you decide that, you know what, I'll only be a bit, like, I don't have so much imagination, I'll only a little bit. And
Hmm.
just use the squirrel as a boxing glove or as a boot cover to just kick this door down.
But you see, at that point, you've kind of crossed the line between like trying to open a door and just outright animal cruelty. So,
Okay,
at which
let's
point,
be honest. At no point was animal cruelty ever not going to be a thing that was going to happen in this expression.
in fact, it does seem to be just like your solution to everything. So, can we not use an animal to do it? No, Paul. I'm asking you to make a cup of tea. You don't need to bring a cat into the equation. All right, for fuck's sake. And here we go. We're fishing.
But was it just like a did we already sorry? Did we have a fishing rod already?
No, we bought one from Polly.
Oh, because she's also a fish tackle shop.
Of course. So this is how the
What
this is
the?
how the this is how the mechanic works, basically. So, so what do we get?
A
We
prepper
found
stash
bullets.
of bullets.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. How many fucking preppers are there?
More importantly, how is it that there's so much like ammunition in the river? That would be what my concern is.
Yeah, doomsday preppers that I've got, they're like their stashes of weapons and bullets. Because
Yeah, but
it's something I learned from watching. Honestly, just okay. America is collectively a spectator sport. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, no, we get
Is
that. I
that
get
some
that.
of these preppers have okay, you've done a lot of preparation. However, you have some very, very big logical fallacies. And as we found out during the Texas blizzards, some of them didn't think the grid would go down.
Nope.
So, when time comes, a good place to throw ammunition is in a box with a handle, and you're going to toss it in the river and then spit it out when you need it.
Oh, hello, we got a present. What did we get this time?
Okay, is the blonde lady the cop lady, I think?
She's the cop lady. Yeah, it's kind of like a Batsu. Like it's a bit of a mistranslate or kind of a translation from the Japanese thing. Like her looking shocked, is basically like a Batsu face, as in to say you fucked up. So whenever it lands on that, basically your line breaks and you lose some bait, essentially.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is a lot better than what I thought was going to happen.
To be fair, when it happened to me the first time, I was wondering. I have no idea what's gonna. I was legit expecting like her dismembered head to appear, But no, it was just It is.
Oh, I was worried it's going to be her picture stuck to the face of a tattered blow doll.
Yes. Oh, what do we get? We got a sickle. There was a sickle in the river, Paul. There you go.
Sickle, like
Yes.
the really, really outdated farming tool.
Yes. Exactly the same.
How covered in rust would that be?
I would imagine a lot. Although, going by
Also,
how it's
why
described.
does this pathway go from stairs to deciding, you know what, it's too steep, put it on a ladder? Where there's plenty of space to make stairs. That is just hitting people that that need stairs or easier to get.
I would imagine there's a path to go around, but
Like,
yeah,
all they're doing is
choice.
preventing all it does is prevent Polly, the owner of the person who works here, from being able to, because I'm not really sure how well she handles ladders.
To be fair, she's that kind of like her back is that crocked anyway. It could be the case where she just like slides down head first, and like her natural like her lack of like fucking air, her just natural ability to bend will just like work fine. So she just tumble down normally. She'll just like roll on over the ladder.
God fucking damn it.
Now, this is working on the presumption that Polly is able to fish. I mean, she did sell the fishing rods.
I suppose. Right, now we're in the cop car again.
Yeah.
That somehow has a full tank.
It is, yes. Now, again, this is the weird thing where, like we kind of left, like, there's just cop cars everywhere in this town for our benefits. But yeah, like, so, like, the reason I took the SUV initially was because the cars didn't have enough fuel to make it to the gas station. So once I realized the SUV was available, I just okay, I'll take that.
To one movie, but I've put a lot of thought into this. And I'm
Sorry,
sure
hang
you'll
on.
agree with me.
Let's find this conversation going. I'm curious.
Directed by Steven Spielberg himself.
Can you guess what it is yet?
Grandfather of panic movies. Set in a small town in Massachusetts. That movie made me stay away from the beach for years. I was always afraid that a hand might come floating up. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. It's Jaws.
There's your crush.
Accompanied by that John Williams music. I'd never been
Hooray.
that scared by a movie before.
You've waited long enough, people. I gave you what you
Is that
wanted.
it isn't just another panic movie.
But I wanted your fellow policeman in the car thing. This guy, so their opinion goes of you from goes to.
Citizens' lives.
This is a weirdo.
The film gave a lot
To
of time to
this man is an actual hazard to my
Had a
safety.
lot of messages for a 2-hour film. That's probably another reason why it was such a record-breaking hit. One of my regrets in life is that I didn't see it at the movie theater. I guess I was still just a child.
And
back
yes, the
then.
bell rings every time at the top of the hour.
I wanted to taste that terror in real time.
That reminds me, Zach. Did you know this one?
Jaws also appears in another movie that was produced by Spielberg, the second Back to the Future. It was directed by Robert Zemeckis, who later made Forrest Gump. That's also a masterpiece, of course, but we'll discuss that another time. So the scene where Jaws appears, it's right after Marty
He
McFly
literally just
was
keeps
30 years
talking.
into
It's
the future.
ridiculous.
He passes by a
He
movie
he
theater
really does
and is
have
attacked
no
by a
friend.
holographic shark. Marty is shocked, of course, but looking
Like,
closer,
this
sees
man-
the words, Jaws Part 19. The director is credited as Steven Spielberg Jr.
Jesus.
In reality, there were actually only 4 Jaws movies. It was still a great joke. 30 years from 1985 would be 2015.
Th-
We'll be there pretty soon.
I wonder what life would be like by then, Zach.
There you go. So now let's do another mini game. This is a racing mission.
Okay. No, I'm just saying, like, desperately needs internet forums to be a thing.
He's an FBI agent. He's not allowed on them.
No. Not about anything important. He desperately needs to talk with people about inane movies and shit.
Yes, he needs to go on fucking the the nostalgic critic forums or something. Just we're like-minded people who also wear fedoras and have opinions.
Not even that. Just the man needs. Okay, the thing about West forums that is that it's a way of having a conversation with someone without having to get, and you get to ignore the pleasantries. Like, you don't have to go to a bar, you don't have to get a drink, you don't have to make all the conversations you get someone else's, like, discussion about a movie. No, with a forum, here's the topic, we're all talking about it, we can skip all the small chit-chat and introductions.
Yes.
Because, you know, everyone's username is right there. And now we
Let's
just
skip all the
talk
human
about the
part
thing that is
conversation.
important, which is why this horse changed species from scene to scene. Etc, etc.
Yes,
Because
I'm
I
never
imagine that would 100% be the kind of thing New York would fucking obsess over.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Like, this is totally in his character. You're absolutely right.
Like, he needs not only forums, but he needs to be a fucking moderator on them.
Oh god, he'd be the worst fucking moderator. Like, he'd literally just like jump into every thread in the country and like correct everybody.
I
And
mean,
then counter any trivia with bigger trivia. He'd be a prick doing that.
with the right forum, he'd find his people.
Yes.
Like, he is
That's
just
like
so
subspecies of people.
unsubtle about what he's like. would just like the people that are okay with that.
Yeah.
And I imagine he'd get a pretty big group of his people, and like kind of obsessive,
Neurotics, basically.
deranged lunatics.
Like, yeah. Like in a weird way, I don't know if this. Again, I'm not too sure if this is actually part of his character or not, but he's certainly written, or at least he's just getting stuck in grass, like you do. But I feel like he's very much kind of written as if he has Asperger's, you know? And again, I don't know if that's deliberate or not, but I can certainly see that there's a few traits there, you know, like again, they're very obsessive at little details, kind of social cues and stuff like that. And in a weird way, it's kind of like nice to character like written like that way. Again, I can't say if it's intentional or just like lost translation.
Yeah, I don't know the phrase. Like, I think the closest I get probably like somewhere on the spectrum,
Yes.
but I couldn't tell you. I do not have the language education to
Yeah, guess where it is. I see your point. Like it's hard to tell. That's why I kind of assumed it was something like Asperger's, because like it's
like,
something
I'm sort of vague because I don't really know the details of Asperger's either.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Because I know for all those things they can have any number of symptoms into almost any number of and level of severity.
Yeah, like I said, there's different forms of it. So
yeah.
So we've been summoned to this area here for some reason after winning the racing mission.
I guess.
Yeah.
Although I'd hesitate to call that a summoned or good. You are just.
It was a cash prize. That's what it was. There you go. Yeah.
Now, here's the question. Are we getting money from this?
Yeah.
Is basically York rewarding himself. It's like,
yes.
I spend my own money to be professional, and the more these things like I'm because it seems to be in line with the other cars.
What was that, Paul? I didn't quite catch that.
Because we're talking about other stuff. So.
Alright. Okay. So where are we? I'm trying to remember now. Where are we to next? I think our next protocol is to get something to eat. I think that's where I'm going next. Because bear in mind, like, you know, there is still a hunger mechanic in this game.
Did you not have breakfast? Like, there was that whole spread in the hotel.
Whoa, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
The fact he was whistling
so,
the whole thing makes it so much funnier. It's like, this is
yes. Right. So just to be clear, there was a full spread in the hotel, and York just had coffee.
Yeah, I think like they're still treating this as day one of the investigation. So like they're still kind of holding your hands here a little bit. But like I've decided to go to take a sleep, whereas I could have just decided to wait until 3 p.m. You know, so it's a little bit inconsistent that way.
So is there a very finite time in this, or are there just a few times things and then like do you get to a milestone and then a time things will coming up, or is the game on a fairly tight schedule?
It's not on a tight schedule as such. Like again, like we're not needed. The next like plot mission is not needed until 3 p.m. So essentially, you have you can do it fast about as much as you want until 3 to 5 p.m. But if you go beyond 5 p.m., I don't know if it's a game over as such, but it's definitely a case of like, well, we'll have to do this tomorrow then or something. I don't know, you know. So but like I said, like I don't know what you could be doing in those 7 hours, but you're going to get it done, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So like it's kind of like designed to kind of give you like bouts of freedom to wander
I'm
about.
sorry, is that deer head mounted to the wall looking at you and reacting and blinking?
Yes, it's in our start menu.
Okay,
Yeah, it's fine.
fair enough then.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's fine. And now we stood outside for 2 hours and had a smoke. Now we can go and yeah, get something to eat.
Did you just like take the woman's coffee?
No, it was a bonus. It was a playing card. They're collectibles.
Okay, that's
It's fine.
a little weird.
A little, yeah.
You found the secret menu. Because as you all know, restaurants hide their menus.
They do. They are very
customers
elusive.
to
about
figure
what
out.
they, um, Let's walk into the kitchen.
I'm working here. You can't just stroll into a chef's kitchen.
And perhaps you would give me your permission to enter.
No. Get the hell out of here.
Sassy finger.
Zach, everyone has their own sanctuary. Let's leave him in his.
Thanks, York, for being so nice about that. Weirdo.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. And you are?
Olivia Cormack.
Like, that is an interesting way of saying hello.
Hello, lady. I want breakfast. Answer my
Olivia.
questions.
Now that's a lovely name.
No,
think
not that you
so.
want breakfast. No context.
You're the
Like,
only one who's
that kind of
ever
opening
said that
says
other
you're
than my
under
father
arrest
and Nick.
on
very
like
good
accused of murder.
You should be proud of
Or
it.
like
That's what it was,
tax
like,
evasion.
you're under
Or
arrest.
I'm
Famous singer,
Agent
too,
York.
isn't there?
Yes, your
From the
brother has
70s.
wanted on
She's
a
actually from
Brazilian charges
England,
for
but She's
manslaughter.
got this really strong image of being
Pretty
an
much,
American
yeah. It was
pop
the same
singer.
kind of voice.
Huh?
That's it. Olivia Newton John.
It's like when you open up with
You know
yes,
her, right?
FBI.
She's
That's
not only a successful
okay.
singer, she's
Why does the
successful as an
FBI want
actress,
to
too.
talk to me?
Personally, I really liked
What?
Xanadu back in 1980. She played a cute fairy and just looked amazingly stunning. It's hard to believe she was 32 at the time. Right, Zach?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Again,
what you're
he's going on
talking
about
Really?
movies because the girl's name
That's
is
a shame.
Olivia and reminded him
You
of
should
someone
watch it
else.
when you get a chance. You'll learn to love your name.
Oh, okay.
So, Olivia,
This
do you know anything about
this guy
Anna that
learned
might be helpful
like
to me?
small talk from
She
a
was a
book or something where
bright and
find
lovely
interests
girl.
that people can talk about. Everybody
I can't
watches
believe
movies.
She.
Did
That's
she
already
ever
funny.
Then he
career
Funny.
said
as
all
actress?
movies,
No,
and he just
not
like
really.
defaults to movies for like oh,
I
call it
just-
small talk. Insert movie
I can't
stuff here.
believe it really.
That's
I'm
it.
never
He's just
going
like
to
a
see her
tape.
again,
He's like the
am I?
fucking like
She was
tape
here
robot
with
from
us.
Futurama. It's just
So
like
happy
trivia about
and
Olivia
energetic
Newton-John.
Just a few days
Huh?
ago.
Olivia Newton-John was
She and
born
I-
in the United Kingdom in
We were getting all
1947.
excited over some new dessert.
Thank you, then. If you remember anything else, let me know.
Wait, holy shit, was she a witness? Or
Yeah.
so I'm concerned?
Yes, she was. Anna worked at this diner. That's why.
Hi there.
That's why York is interested.
Oh, I thought you'd come here and eat.
Oh, I did come here to eat as well. It just so happened that Anna worked here.
Well then.
There you
See,
go.
I would have thought eat and then do that kind of stuff because, like,
Oh no, like York is all business, lad. Like he is fucking straight into it. Like naturally, because he had too much money, I went for the most expensive plate. There you go.
see, I would have thought that would solve more hunger than that.
You think so, wouldn't you? But I guess York has a fast metabolism. Must be all those heavy cigarettes.